Welcome back to another video. So thank you for everyone who tuned in last week. Welcome to all our new subscribers. I know I say it every week, but if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe our videos. It does help us out. So we're just heading over to Ormskirk. The sun is shining, so we're going to make hay this week. We're going to head out and get some supers on site. Where I've got your attention, I saw an interesting thing on social media when I was flicking through on Sunday evening. So it's the Ormskirk that's actually reminded me. So a hobby beekeeper in Ormskirk had put a post on Dilemma. He has a mentor who's actually putting his prices up for this season. So I think he's either paying £60 for the first hour and then £40 for every hour after that, or that's what it's going up to. I can't remember now off the top of my head. But it got me thinking, because I was looking at the comments on it, people's opinions and this, that and the other. So, as professional beekeepers, if that's what you call us, or full-time beekeepers, we do quite a bit of public speaking to groups, organisations and clubs, things like that throughout the year, for which I charge for, because ultimately my time is money. But I also mentor a few people locally, for which I don't charge for. New starters who bought nukes off us, I tend to mentor them hands-on for the first year. Second year, I tend to still help them out if need be, but it's more so over if you've got an issue, you give us a message on WhatsApp or a picture, and if I need to come out to you, I will do. And then the third year, to be honest, after 3 years, you should be pretty much been able to do it on your own. So it just got me thinking, what's your opinions? Answers in the comments. Is the mentor out of order for charging, or is he literally just covering his time? So I'd be interested to get your views on it. So while we're heading over to Ormskirk, when we were at the beekeeping show in February, I got talking to the guys at Simon the Beekeeper, and it turns out they're opening a new shop on a local industrial estate. So I spoke to Harry this morning on the phone, and we're lucky enough to go and be able to go and swing by and take a little sneaky peek. So it's time I got organised. So I've come to one of our storage units. We're going to start grabbing some supers out of storage and getting them stacked on the trailer and out to site. I've just taken the entrances out of these because the amount of bee flight and pollen coming in. So it should make the flow of traffic a little bit less congested. So we're loaded up with supers ready to take to site, and we're going to go and dot these about now around our apiaries. And we've got a few to go and put feed on. And just check the state of play. I wish I'd have been a bit more organised today and got into some hives, but I mean, this is an essential job as it is, so just being organised. So hopefully the weather stays like this. I think it's meant to be warm again Friday, Saturday, so we'll take that opportunity to get in our nukes, identify which ones we're going to split, ready for queens coming. We've just started jumping inside these hives at one of our clover sites over here at Ormskirk. They're not the biggest colony, they're on a 14x12, which we only use 14x12s now for our static sites. That's why I'm trying to move everything over to here. So they're on 6 frames at the moment, but one thing I have noticed, so these have only had fondant on, there's nectar going into these frames. So they're obviously finding something somewhere, which is obviously a great sign. That's definitely fresh nectar. So what I'm trying to do now is just centralise these bees into the middle. There's the queen. Red dot last season. Clip wing. So you may or may not know, but by clipping the wing into the brood there, bit of pollen, fresh eggs. So by clipping the wing, doesn't stop the bees from swarming, but it stops the bees from leaving as such. So if we didn't get here in time, or decided they were swarming before we did an inspection, we'd either find them clustered on the side of the hive or on the floor. But obviously the queen can't fly, so the bees don't leave, which enables us to gather them up. So I'm happy with this brood pattern here. Nice patch of brood. So nice patch of brood on each one. The girls are bringing plenty of pollen in, as you may see on this girl here. The pollen baskets are full. So all these bees have had is fondant. I've not put any syrup on whatsoever because I didn't want to stimulate that queen, because the clover obviously hasn't flowered yet, so I didn't want them peaking too soon, so to speak. But no, very happy with this colony. Plenty of room to grow now. Nice patch of brood on 4 frames there, so it won't take these girls long to start filling this box. So it's Good Friday already, but no day off for us. I've not done much filming this week, other than what you've already seen. We've still been doing bits and bobs. I didn't really think it'd be watchable or entertaining. So we're pretty much run out of room at Simply Beautiful Honey. So we're doing the jarring and picking and packing within the honey room. And to be honest, it just wasn't working anymore. So we started converting the garage at home, as well as the office. So it could just a bit more of a usable space, to be honest. So we've been on with that. So I've been walling the walls with white paint, brought the airless sprayer out again, and got a couple of meetings. Some really interesting things coming up I'm really excited about, and I don't say that lightly. I don't even get excited about going on holiday. Also, as I've said, we had a little watering time on the Beekeeper, so I'm hoping to go back there in a few weeks' time, once they're all set up and the shop's open, to get you guys an exclusive behind the scenes in the brand new shop and in the warehouse at Simon the Beekeeper. So what we're doing now, we're just going to head down to one of our local nuke apiaries. We're just going to check these over because I've got some queens coming in a few weeks. Yes, I know some of you are going to say, but I thought you bred your own queens. We do, but I like to do splits really early in the season, and unfortunately we can't have queens ready for then, so I do buy a few in right at the start. So we're going to aim out some of these that we're going to split, and then just check them over. These will be the first inspections for these. It's nice and warm, which we're just actually right at the side of the M6. I'll show you now. The traffic is already tailing back. On no word of a lie, that will be right up to the lakes. Typical bank holiday, where would you rather be? Stuck in that, seeing to your bees. Don't know if you can pick it out from the camera, but this blackthorn is full of bees. So the girls are really working hard today. There's just one of our nukes. I've been through a few. So this is the kind of nuke I'd be expecting to make a split from. So the overwintered on double brood. As you can see, on first impressions, it's literally full of bees. So we'll dig a little bit deeper, have a look, and then we can make our mind up for whether this is one of our chosen ones. I know somebody's going to say, "Hey, why don't you use your smoker?" I pulled up on site and my lighter isn't working, so unfortunately I'm having to do this without smoke, which isn't ideal. But I've learned my lesson and I need to keep a spare lighter in the car, don't I? It's literally up top is all stores, all still capped. Just putting a bit of pollen in there. And I can see brood up top. So naturally they will start up top and then work their way down. Lovely coloured brood though, biscuit coloured. It's a nice brood pattern. Stores around the outside, both sides. And again backfilled where they've hatched. So as I said, my queens I think are due in 2 weeks' time. So the majority of this brood will have hatched out by then. So there'll be double the number of bees in this nuke. So this is a prime candidate for a split. No sign of her highness. Drawn foundation in that one. Hate doing this without a smoker. And then into the brood down in the bottom box. And there she is. One of our homebred F1 Buckfast queens. Doing her stuff. Now I've seen her laying downstairs and brood downstairs. I wish I could just split this now. I'd like to just take the top box away with all the nurse bees and just leave her in the bottom box. I would normally scrape the tops, but I'm not doing that without smoke today. Just damaged too many bees. Squeeze another one, overwintered on double brood. So this is all stores, freshly put away. But what I'll do as well, I will utilise those stores when I make my nukes up. So each nuke will get a frame or two of feed, as well as drawn comb, and obviously a couple frames of brood. There's actually eggs in those as well, so I can see the bottom box is full. And she's likely to be up here somewhere, so I better keep my eye out. And there we go. Slab of brood. And there she is. Another sample of beautiful honey. F1 Buckfast queen. She actually needs clipping. There she is. Just pick her up by the wings, drop her in. That's it, you get out. And we just push the sponge up on the bottom. Turn over. There we go. until she's trapped at the top. Just one wing. Like so. And she's good to go. None the worse. In all honesty, there's way too many nukes here. They're too close together, which makes it really difficult and awkward for inspecting. But we'll start thinning them out, moving them to different sites soon. That's another one here, mate, for splitting once our queens come. So we've got another one here. These are on single brood, but they're literally jam-packed. So I'd have two options really. Either put them in a full-size hive, or I had a brood box extension, which is what I'm going to do. So hopefully now, a couple of weeks, I'll start drawing this foundation up. The queen will move up, start laying up there, and then we'll just do one or two splits from this one. So a couple of frames of brood, a couple of frames of stores, some drawn foundation, and a frame of pollen, and hopefully we'll get, let's say, 3 splits maybe out of this one. So we've got through these then. Quite happy with what I see, to be fair, and what I expected. The ones on double brood over both boxes, and then the ones in just a normal single nuke box, filling them up nicely. So over the next couple of weeks, that brood will hatch, and these bees will be pushing on then. So just in time, ready for splitting. As you can see, they're nice and busy today. Plenty of natural pollen coming in. All's good. And only probably 400 metres away from here, we've got a rapeseed field as well. Not one I've really got bees on, obviously. I've got this site here, they will find that, but all my production colonies are on different sites elsewhere. But again, it'll bring these nukes on no end. So I'm going to head home now. So it's Wigan and St Helens Good Friday Derby. Come on, the Warriors. So I'm going to get back now, get this edited, get it out for tonight. Hope you all have a great bank holiday weekend, whatever you decide to do. So enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you next time.